Hello, 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 hello. We are just getting started on the Sunday video update for Sunday, August 9th, 2020. Well, be that side over there. Joining me off camera this week, Dad and Amy.
Hello.
Hey.
Dad just come in, as you saw. He was just coming in from doing work around the yard, and I got the memo that you wanted to join me for this week's edition.
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
And, well, Amy told me that you wanted to join me this week. I got a lot to talk about this week, and I know
Amy's taking a break, too. Amy's been mowing the lawn for those who watch.
Yeah, well, they're not going to see what you're doing outside. But anyway, there's a lot to get to this week, and I've got my little blow-pop sucker ready because this may be a lengthy, fiery video because I got a lot on my mind to talk about. And whether you love me or hate me, you probably know what this is going to be about. And, you know, it is what it is, and I'm just going to come right off and say what I need to say. But there is other important business that I need to discuss with some people here on YouTube. And first of all, I want to say thank you to all of my viewers, whether you love me or hate me. Thank you for being so loyal. At least you understand loyalty on that front because, you know, you always want to see and hear what Jared Fuller has to say this week. So thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. There has been, last week was rough. And I know I kind of started this video on a, high note. I'm not high, by the way. I probably should be, but I don't smoke weed or do drugs or anything like that, so we're good there. Some personal family stuff had come up this past week. My mom has very ailing health. She's had a series of strokes. They think that she may potentially have a brain aneurysm. We don't know yet. And she was told that if she has another stroke, there's a possibility that she may not pull out of it. And I have been so stressed. I went up to visit with my mother. My brother went with me. And we visited for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours tops. We were there for quite a long time. Might have even been longer than 3 hours. She still gets around, she can walk and talk and clean and cook. But it scares me because now she's at this risk having, strokes, and they think she might have a brain aneurysm, and she just went in yesterday, no, not yesterday, Friday, I think it was. She went in for testing, and she's awaiting for the results of the test. She's being tested for leukemia. She's being tested for lung cancer, lung disease, pretty much everything you can think of right now. She's not in the hospital. She's home. But I went up to see her, and when she broke the news, she started talking about funeral arrangements and burial plots and life insurance policies, which was just not something I wanted to discuss with my mother. I wouldn't even want to discuss this with my dad, and we've had these conversations, and I don't like the conversations, but it's something I have to face. It's something I have to deal with eventually. But my mom, she's going to be 58 in October, and she's going to be 58 in October, and she's just very young still, and I'm worried about her. I worry about her a lot. I've been under so much stress, and that was a first order of business I wanted to get out of the way. And now comes the fiery part of the video. And I know I'm going to get some backlash for this, and honestly, I really don't give a shit. So, where do I start? Oh, yes. Some humped-over looking motherfucker on Facebook named CJ Scorpion, goes by that name, CJ Scorpion. Turned out, we were friends here for a little while, and we were texting one another for a little while, and then I found out who he was associated with, and now he's against me, and he's on Facebook posting a bunch of shit about me. He had to block me first in order to talk shit about me where I couldn't defend myself, because that's how much of a fucking straight up coward you are for doing so. So there's that for you. And honestly, I'm bankrupt on fucks to give as far as caring about what anybody has to say about me. You know, I'm done. I am sick and tired of people who want to run their mouth, and then more people who want to believe shit that they're told about me. They just want to believe it. So all of you watching this, you can sit and spin like the motherfucking pieces of shit you are. Thank you for wasting my time. Fuck off. And that's the little fiery rant. Although they're talking amongst one another. Dad's on the phone.
Sorry, Timmy's got an emergency.
Yeah, don't we all?
Brother's on this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sick of dumb people. And CJ Scorpion, I know this is going to get back to you as well. Why don't you be a man and text me? You got my fucking number. Text me. Because I'm going to tell you in a text message the kind of fucking coward you are. And anybody else who's watching this, and, oh, Jared Fuller, I can't believe he said that about CJ Scorpion. Believe it. Because I am sick of two-faced pricks like this who are coming along thinking that they're good people, and then they want to run their mouth. Oh, well, I know about Jared Fuller's past. I don't have a past, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Do you have evidence of anything I've ever said or done? Yeah, I'm going to go for the evidence because, quite frankly and seemingly, I've been going for evidence for the past fucking 4 years, which I have still not received. So, CJ Scorpion, fuck off. And anybody who ever made me feel like I was never good enough, like I was never worthy, like you were just wasting my time, you can fuck off too. And that's that. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm hanging in there, sweating my booty, but I'm hanging in there.
Her brother was just here. He was doing some landscape work for us. He was out with a weed whacker, wasn't he? It was a weed whacker. Dad, he's winded and sweating bullets. It's like 90 degrees outside. And I told him, get your ass in here and get a bottle of water, sit in front of a fan. Just get out of the heat. He did.
Dad's been on my butt to quit mowing the lawn. Till it cools down.
But honestly, I am over two-faced bullshit people.
Yeah.
I'm over it. And you know who you are.
I just blocked someone on my Facebook yesterday.
Yeah?
It was my own cousin. That Cassandra.
Yeah.
She's trying to say that someone's sending her $3 million or something like that. And she's trying to get me to go and talk to a woman.
She was hacked.
Yeah. So I blocked her. I realized that.
Yeah. She was hacked.
Yeah.
And it probably without her even knowing.
And I don't know how to get a hold of her to let her know because
That's why you shouldn't have blocked her. You should have said, hey, I think you've been hacked. You might want to change your password. That's what you should have did before you blocked her.
Right.
Just lesson learned, you know. Just something to consider next time. I'm frustrated. It's been a shitty week. And I don't want to bring all that negative energy to this week's video, but it's been an awful week. And
I think a lot of it had to do with the situation with your mom.
yeah, my mom is sick, and I don't know what's going on with her. And I've been at the edge of my fucking seat all week long.
Yeah, she was supposed to let you know.
Yeah, she hasn't yet. Maybe the results haven't come back yet. I don't know. And I'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until I find out what's really going on.
Just going and going and going.
And I've been at the edge of my seat all week.
You hibernate in your bedroom.
If I even sleep, that's...
Don't go nowhere.
I don't sleep as well as I used to. It's the bullshit with the CJ Scorpions in the world, and it's people like, you know, I don't want to say people like my mom. It's my mom's health that's just not the greatest. Well, that too. We've got drama going on with our neighbors too, like
On both sides.
all around us. And I'm just like, we're in the eye of the hurricane where it's always the calmest and the safest. And it's like, you know what? If we have issues here, we keep our issues in the house. Nobody has to know our business. But I wanted to share with all of you that my mom, her health is not the greatest, and I'm very worried. Because she started talking about funerals and burial plots and life insurance policies. The kind of shit that I don't want to talk about, like, ever.
Yeah.
Because it's my mom. I've had that conversation with my dad, but it is a fact of life. It's reality. I gotta face it sooner or later.
Yeah.
And I can't avoid it.
Better face it now before something does happen.
And I really and truly don't need bullshit from two-faced coward, humped-over looking motherfuckers like CJ Scorpion. Which I don't even think that's his real name. Honestly, I think it's...
Have you noticed, though, that a lot of people don't use their real names on Facebook?
No. I think it's Heitz. Heitz. That's his real last name. So why are you calling yourself Scorpion? You know, you talk so much about how we want to end pedophilia. Well, I'm with you on that. Why don't we end pedophilia? Why don't we get rid of all that nasty shit? But in the meantime, CJ, you got to realize you're also talking to a 17-year-old on Facebook, which you've told me. And you're calling her honey, sweetie, sugar pie, honey bunch. And you say the same shit to all the other kids. And you've demonstrated that. You've proven it. So, you know, that's the pot calling the kettle black, baby.
Sorry to change the subject, but how many licks is it going to take you to get to the Sunday
I don't know.
Crispy Pop?
I'm just frustrated and I'm irritated. And I'm over stupid people. I don't do stupid. And I have a very short fuse, a very short temper.
I used to think my brother was stupid. Well, I'm starting to realize he's not as stupid as what I thought. He acts. He puts on an act.
And I think that well, that's what Facebook is too. Facebook is an act.
Yep.
It is a facade where people are posing as people that they're not, pretending that their lives are so wonderful, so amazing. Yeah. Not. Whatever. But I doubt I'm going to be on this for very much longer because it's late in the day. I had a late start because Amy's brother was here doing landscape work and Dad was outside, and he said he wanted to be a part of the Sunday video update this week. And
I was outside.
you know, for the amount of time, for the amount of people who have ever come to me and said, we heard this about you, or we're blocking you based on what all these people are saying, I would suspect at some point this would circle back around if there is, in fact, some kind of evidence. Mathematically speaking, that would circle back around to my friends eventually, and they would bring this to my attention. Why hasn't that happened yet? Where are you going? Why hasn't that happened yet? That's my question. You want to believe it? Where's the proof? Again, just for someone to say, Jared said this, Jared did that, that's not evidence in and of itself. That's evidence that there's a claim. I want to know what evidence you have that makes that claim true. Amy, I could have swore I've spoken about this for, I don't know, the past year. Because this is all, you know, refreshing. It's all coming back to me that, you know, I've had this conversation before. I could have swore I've mentioned this topic any number of times, and people still don't get it. I don't know why. It's not hard to figure out. Hey, Amy. Clifford the big red dog lives in my bedroom closet.
Yep.
I don't have to demonstrate that this is true. I don't need evidence. You just need to swallow everything I spoon feed to you. You have to believe it without question.
Mm-hmm.
Blindly believe it.
Just like you got that girl in there, too. We just don't know that.
Yeah, there's a woman in Dad's closet.
Yep.
She's not lesbian because she's not coming out of the closet, but There's a woman in Dad's bedroom. That's what I've been told. And you know what? I don't need evidence for this. I'm not going to question it. I just have to believe it because I was told.
Nothing about lesbians or gays.
No. I have friends. Listen, I have friends in the LGBTQ community, and they know that it's very well a joke. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I don't believe things just because someone tells me. Just because someone writes about it on Facebook or elsewhere does not mean you should believe it. It doesn't mean that it's true. And all these people with these veiled threats, oh, well, I have evidence, you just don't want to see it. You're a fucking liar. That just means you don't have it, and you're trying to weasel your way out of a situation where you have to eat crow and admit that you're wrong. That's what that is. And quite frankly, I'm bankrupt on fucks to give. Because I just gave my last one. There's a reason why, I include my email address in the About tab section of my YouTube channel. It's not hard to contact me. It's not hard to say, hey, Jared, what's up? If you want to have a civilized conversation and not be a douche, email me. You want to text me? Email me. Ask me for my cell phone number. And if I think you're worthy of having it, I'll give it. But it's going to take a lot for me to give my cell phone number. I am sick to death. I am sick to death of social media. I am sick to death of dishonest people. I am sick to death of people who talk shit and can't back their shit up. I'm sick of it. I'm done with people like you. All of you watching, pointing my sucker at you guys. I am sick to fucking death of people like you.
I'm tired of people that don't think their shit don't stink. Well,
yep.
We all shit the same color.
What I'm sick of is people who, they sit behind a computer screen all day, kind of like me, but at least you can hear my voice, you can see my facial expressions, you get the nuance. But if you got something to say directly to me, come and say it. I dare you.
You know what I'm tired of, Jared, myself?
What's that?
I'm tired of when I go and say that I can do something,
Yeah.
and when I go and show people that I can do it, they say, wow, you can do something.
Well, no shit. That's what I tell them. Well, no shit.
Well, like I told you too, you ain't got to do it right now. You wait till the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Well, like I told Jared, you've been on my butt to get, stopped and all that.
Some water.
But
And it's hot outside, so I get that. And the dogs have to be, fed and watered. We keep our dogs fed and watered. Whether it's hot or not, we keep fed and watered. But the world right now, I know everything going on with COVID, and it always redirects back to COVID. It redirects back to Black Lives Matter. It redirects back to now, like I mentioned last week, pedophilia is now back into the picture. Pedophiles are trying to normalize pederasty and child rape. No fucking way. And that's what we should be attacking. The action, pederasty and child rape, that and molestation and all this other shit that child sex abuse entails. That's what we attack. That's what we attack, and that's what we punish. I know a lot, and to be quite honest, there's a lot of people within my zip code, a lot of registered sex offenders, and I know quite a few of them. Sadly to say. If they reoffend, I don't know. I'm not them. I'm not in their head. I don't know what they would do. I don't know if they would have the capability of doing it again. But we attack the action. We punish the action. That's what we punish. They are known to the world pretty much that they are sexual predators. And speaking of sexual predator, and it just gets better and better because now I'm starting to find out from people that I talk to that they are also now against Milk Tyson because of the shit that he was engaged in and that he's still engaged in. Now he's got this new giveaway, $300,000 he's going to give to all these people. You, sir, are also a sexual fucking predator. You admitted it on a podcast. Over and around we go. We're going to talk about this. You are a perv. You admitted on a podcast that you were kicked out of a homeless shelter for sexual harassment, saying you'll sexually harass anything. And then on top of that, you claim that you enticed young girls to send you nudes. And then if they, quote unquote, step out of line, you're going to make those girls buy those pictures back from you. You're a predator, dude. And it's not just a sexual predator. You are an all-around maggot motherfucker. That's what you are. And more people are coming out, discovering who you are and what you're about. And it just tickles my heart knowing that people are waking up to you and your scam artist bullshit. Honest people who don't do anything wrong are the ones who get treated like criminals. I'm sick of that shit too. I am over it. People who really and truly and honestly give a shit about other people are the ones who are constantly questioned about, well, why does he do this and why does he do that? Well, Jared's single. Jared doesn't have kids. He doesn't have a girlfriend. What the fuck does that have to do with my ability to help somebody in need? What does that have to do with my ability to help people? It should have nothing to do with that. I'm going by personal experience. Always. I always have and I always will. Because I'm not married, I don't have a girlfriend, and I don't have kids. You know what? I have lots of single female friends. I have lots of single female friends that I talk to, and even if I did have any sexual, physical relations with them, it's nobody else's business but mine and theirs. Huh?
Dad says it's his business too.
It's not even his business. What I do is my business, and what goes on between me and another person is nobody's business. I'm not molesting kids. I'm not raping anybody. I'm not doing any of that disgusting, perverted shit. I'm not sexually harassing people getting kicked out of places either. I'm not scamming money from people. I'm not using a nonprofit organization to finance my lifestyle. A $4,000 a month condo in Miami, and neither one of you motherfuckers work? Oh, you work all right. You work on scamming people, getting them to donate to your nonprofit organization so you can live the high life. Fuck you both. And anybody who's associated with FAM or Milk Tyson, fuck off. And there's that. You can sit and spin. And I'm on a roll this week. I'm on fire this week. Because I've had enough. I've had enough.
My point to Dad, sorry to change the subject, about somebody coming over that won't be coming over, he just went by and didn't even stop. He honked the horn and that was it.
Uncle Mark? Okay, Uncle Mark.
So, you know the situation there. We won't go into details.
I'm just sick of stupid people. And dishonest people. And predatory people. I'm sick of all of them. Sounds like he's back.
Oh, shut up. No.
Who was I just talking about?
Hopefully it's the fans.
Okay. Alright.
I figured it wouldn't come around anyway.
I'm so fed up. And I'm under so much stress, and I can only take so much. I am a good person. I don't need for people to tell me who and what I am. I don't need for people to believe the worst about me when I've never given them a reason to think that way. They listen to bullshit from people who already don't like me. Can you not think for yourselves? Are you that stupid? But like I said, I'm not going to be here very long because I started late in the day. I had a late start, and need another sucker.
Take a deep breath.
He couldn't count how many times it took
Oh.
to get to the center of the
Before I forget too, my license plate finally came in for my van. I got to go to Lansing tomorrow to get that. So I'll be in Lansing tomorrow. If any of my friends watching this live in the Lansing area and want to meet somewhere, hit me up. I doubt it'll happen, but you know, wishful thinking. Put it out there just in case. I might be on someone's priority list when they're not wanting something or when they're not hating on me. They actually might want to see me.
Or need a ride from Right?
I'm done doing favors. I am done doing favors. And usually I'd be the first person to help anybody. I'm going to spit my sucker out. Usually I'm the first guy. I take the shirt off my back to help anybody. But when you've been stabbed in the back one too many times, show's over, motherfuckers. Show's over. I'm not playing games anymore. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you are. You can go fuck yourself. This sucker's good.
Mike, whatever you last name is, come see me.
Who?
Mike, come.
Who's Mike?
Or that
I said Milk.
No.
Milk.
What the fuck name is that?
Because his real name's not Milk. It's Edward.
People for what
It's
they got.
Edward Porter. His real name's not Milk Tyson.
Michigan or whatever. See,
He lives in Florida. He's been to Michigan. He's been to Detroit.
And now you got the new one, the Scorpion.
Yeah, and it's not even his real name. CJ Scorpion. It's not even his real name. I must be special to you people because you sure as hell have been hating on me this whole time.
they must live a boring life, Jared.
Yeah.
Got nothing there to do.
And they have that keyboard courage. They can talk shit from far away where I'm not right next to them.
On a screen.
And through social media. You know, I get fed up. You know, I get tired of it. Wouldn't you, my faithful YouTube viewers, wouldn't you get fed up if someone was constantly gossiping about you and it affects all your supposed to be friendships and people show their true colors are really not your friends. And they're not. If they're going to be so quick to believe something about someone they barely know coming from someone that they barely know, that's not very fucking smart. You know, I'm not going to believe what Peter has to say about Paul if I don't know Peter nor Paul. Why would I care? I go by actions, not words. Oh, by the way, CJ, what's this bullshit you told me in a text message that you go by actions instead of words? Really? So what actions have I performed in the past that you claim that I had allegedly done that would result in you blocking me and talking shit on Facebook? What exactly have I done in the past, according to you? What you have are allegations. Allegations are not evidence of truth. Allegations are claims. I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand. If you're making a claim, that the burden of proof rests with you, not with me. You have to prove it. And by the way, if you have evidence, and if this is the kind of shit that could have me put away, that the police are going to show up here and arrest me, then put the evidence in a police report and give them a reason to come and see me. Why hasn't it happened yet? Why hasn't that happened yet?
Because he's afraid.
Y'all have evidence, right? Evidence? Where? Put it in a police report. I've been egging this on for a long time. The police haven't showed up. Well, they can show up if they want to, and they can say, well, hey, you know, this is what we heard.
Won't walk him, man.
Not if they don't have a warrant.
Them don't laugh
If they don't have a warrant, they're not coming in here.
Nope.
Because I know what my rights are too, and I know what the law is. And if they show up here for no reason because they got a call,
Or they say-
cool.
They ask our names, I'll say,
I'm not.
you need to know my name.
No, why would I need to give my name anyway? They know where I live. If they show up here, they're already going to know who I am because they're here for me. So,
That ain't gonna work.
so if you got evidence, guys, instead of just talking about it back and forth on Facebook, why don't you just put the evidence in a police report? And don't give me the shit, well, you had a prior account and you deleted all the evidence. That doesn't, no, because you're still making a claim that there's evidence. You're still making a claim that I've said or done something. And if you're making a claim, you got to prove it. You got to back it up. Where is it? Where's the evidence? And why am I not sitting behind bars? You know, Mom actually told me, because I mentioned to her how I always talk about this in the Sunday video updates. If you people who are accusing me of doing shit have evidence, press the issue, put it in a police report, and have the cops come here. Mom says, well, you better be careful doing that. Why? Why? What do I have to fear? I haven't done anything. There is no evidence. No, it's not about free speech. It's about evidence. There is no evidence anywhere in existence that even suggests that I've said or done something inappropriately. I want to see proof. And I'll ask for it until the day I die. And this evidently should come as no surprise that because I haven't been arrested for doing anything, that this should be a rumor to you. This should appear to you as a rumor. Cognitively, you know, that this should be... I don't know. I waste my time trying to explain logic to dumbass people, and I get nowhere fast. So I think what I'm going to do for the rest of this day, I'm going to relax because it's hot as shit outside. I'm going to eat my sucker. I might watch some TV, might go up to the store and buy a beer because I like beer. I don't know. I got all day to think about what I want to do or decide what I want to do, and I may not do anything. I may just stay here at home in front of a fan. I might strip down to my underwear in my bedroom with the door shut with the fan blowing on me. Is that something that's illegal?
No, not with the door shut.
Can I say I too late, I already said it. Strip down to my underwear and lie in front of a fan. Is that some kind of a crime? Well, I guess the cops are going to be showing up.
Only Dan said, you're boxers.
The cops are going to be showing up.
I got a pair of shorts in there that are size 34. I bet will fit him.
Because I'm going to be showing a lot of skin. So that's a crime. Yeah, it is a crime. Especially when it's underage girls showing a lot of skin.
Yeah.
And wonder why they get raped. Put some fucking clothes on.
My daughter wouldn't walk around like that.
Quit advertising yourself like you're easy, and that kind of thing wouldn't happen, you know? And I'm not saying it's only that, because there are some really sick people out there who will, in fact, whether they're clothed or not clothed, they will take advantage of a vulnerable person. Just ask Milk Tyson. He's done it. I bet their clothes were on. I bet they were fully dressed, whoever the victim was. I'm sure that they were fully dressed. I'm sure that they had all their clothes on. But, you know, a predator's a predator. They don't see that. They probably undressed the victim with their eyes. Oh, did I strike a nerve with somebody watching this? Good. want to say before I wrap it up?
No. Very cool.
Stay cool, be safe.
I can't put that.
Jared's gonna sit and eat his sucker. He got all the way down to the chocolate.
How many licks did it take, Jared?
Huh?
How many licks did it take to get to the center?
I just bit into it.
Oh, a one. A two.
Not even that.
One, a front, a two.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Remember the commercial?
Yep.
How many licks does it take to the roll, or how many, let me start that again, because I totally fucking blew it. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. That was a commercial.
Yep. And it was an owl.
And it was an owl, yep. So,
It was an owl.
I'm going to sit here, I'm going to chill, I'm going to calm down.
Third Tootsie Pop.
Let's hope I don't do anything stupid this week.
And you're gonna be so filled up on Tootsie Pops that
Because I'm telling
you're
you,
not gonna be able to do anything.
you never want to make someone who's always been good and decent, you never want to make them snap or turn on you. Especially when these people are going out of their way to put other people first, and you're going to treat them like crap. If I were you, I'd be very careful. Because now, you're walking in a fucking minefield. But anyway, I'm out.
Peace out.
Thank you so much for listening to this verbal tirade. Hopefully next week will be a better video. Last week was calm and peaceful. And I talked about, normal things like slow cookers and crock pots and things like that, which I enjoy. But this past week was bullshit. I'm under so much stress. So much stress. I worry about my mom and dad every day. Health is a very big deal. Whether it be mental health, physical health, doesn't matter. Health is important. It's important to me. It's important to Amy. It's important to my dad. It's important to you. And it's important to everybody. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. It's been kicking my ass all fucking week. And you assholes on social media better just watch your motherfucking step with me, because it's going to get brutal very, very soon. I am done dealing with people like you. I have had it. Make no mistake, I do travel. And you better hope I don't cross paths with you. You better hope you don't run into me. You better hope you see me coming, you go the other way. Don't fuck with me. Because you're making a mistake. And it's going to cost you. I'm not a violent person, but enough is enough. I'm not taking this shit anymore. You done fucked up. You messed with the wrong person. And now you're going to find out. But to all you people who've always been kind and caring to me, and you've shown love and want the best for me, I love you too, and I love you more. That's something my mom always says to me. Every time I tell her I love her, she always says, I love you more. And I love my friends more. Always. I don't hurt people. I have no intention of hurting anybody. But I am fed up. I am sick and tired of two-faced, backstabbing pieces of shit who one day want to be your friend and the next day want to be your enemy over something they've heard. I don't give a fuck what you heard. And I don't care who you are. I don't. Not even remotely. I'm telling you, you don't want to upset me. You don't want to frustrate me to the point where I'm going to... I don't even want to say what I would do. Because I don't know. If my anger gets the best of me, if I really lose my shit, something's going to happen. So if I were you, I would be very, very careful about the next thing that comes out of your pie hole. The next thing that comes out of your mouth, I'd be very careful. And that's all I'm going to say about that for this week. To my friends and family, my loyal friends and family, I love you more than life itself, and I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you're in good health. I love the fact that you text me. I love the fact that you email me and call me on occasion just to check on me to see how I'm doing. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you reach out to me in Messenger. I appreciate that too. But I'm tired. Emotionally, physically, I am done. I'm tired. And it's going to get really ugly before it gets better. If the shit doesn't stop. We're not talking legal. We're talking something's going to happen. So. But anyway, I'm going to go relax because now I'm just...
getting fired up.
I'm talking things that I normally wouldn't say. Ouch. Hit my hand on the desk. Oh! This might be... Oh, well, 1 second, guys. Hello?
Ready. We're calling from Analytics Services, the national portal
Hey.
to conduct a very...
Hey!
The survey will take less than 4 minutes to complete.
Hello?
Responses will be kept completely anonymous.
You just keep talking. I think you're recording.
Are you currently registered to vote in Michigan? Press 1 if yes.
Hey, TPC Research. Fuck off. TPC Research. Beats me.
I'm gonna call you on Sunday anyway.
They wanted me to do a survey. Survey this. Bye-bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. And I'm going to try to maintain my composure and spend time with Dad and Amy. I don't know. We'll do something today. I don't know. Don't know yet. I love y'all. Peace out.